If you've heard me say this before, good. What happened to you matters, but what it's still making you do matters more. I spent years understanding why I had the patterns that I had. I was really good at studying myself and knowing exactly why I did the thing or whatever that thing was. But eventually, after so many years, I had to look at my actual life and ask myself, what is all of this awareness doing for me if I'm still in the same cycles, in the same patterns? Because knowing all of these things as to where it came from, why I do it, wasn't doing anything for me. Because when you know that you have an abandonment wound, it doesn't change the type of people that you're choosing. Knowing you're a people pleaser doesn't automatically give you boundaries. And knowing exactly why you don't trust yourself doesn't mean shit if every time that your intuition is trying to tell you something, you ignore it. At some point, you have to break the cycle because you don't become the villain because all of a sudden you decide that you don't care what anybody thinks, or at least you say you don't care what anybody thinks. You become the villain when you decide that you're not going to allow the things that happened to you in the past, whatever stories you have attached to an identity, will keep on making the decisions in your life today. For me, it meant to stop using whatever happened to me, whatever identity I attached to it, and I started taking responsibility for my life. I started making different decisions. And some people didn't like it. And then some people didn't like me. By that point, I was okay either way. Because when you break a cycle, sometimes that will make you the villain in somebody else's story. And sometimes you're being the villain to that passive version of yourself as well. But I'd rather be the villain in someone else's stories than continuing to abandon myself in my life. That's what being the villain means to me. You break the cycle, you stop living by an identity that you didn't actually choose, and you finally get to decide who the hell you are becoming.